Can't decide if I love that music or hate it, folks. No. I've been doing this for the past 15 minutes. I've been jigging away. I don't know if I like it or hate it. Hello, welcome to Crafters TV. We've got a masterclass and a half for you in the next 2 hours with, has to be said, I've said it before, I'll say it again, one of my favourite crafters ever. Aww. The very talented Debbie Robinson. So if it's going to be a fabulous masterclass, going to be the best masterclass having you here, Debbie.
Oh, thank you.
Show us what you're going to do.
Well, I'm not going to show you what I'm going to do.
Oh!
We're going to tease you all the way through. What I'm going to show you some amazing sounds. I did say at the end of the last show, we don't show them often enough, all the gorgeous samples that you see around me from the fabulous design team. One of my personal favourites, how she's used the nesting dies. I love this that Christina did. Absolutely beautiful. Nesting dies should be in every single crafter's staple stash of dies. Honestly, you have to have some. And we have got some crazily good deals for you with some of our beautiful decorative nesting dies in terms of the slimline feature, in terms of all these gorgeous different ways that you can use them as well. So many beautiful ways that you're going to be able to use them. We've got inverted nesting dies for you, which I absolutely adore. We've got some intra-lace ones, our lovely technology in terms of all that gorgeous lace design, but you can cut through 2 pieces of your cardstock. Take your frames, take your nesting dies and use them in a different way. This is a lovely home decor piece that is any mantelpiece pleaser. Pop your photos of your loved ones behind there, or simply just have a little bit of fun with them. That is a gorgeous sample just by using some of the things in your stash and those frames in the background. It doesn't have to be the focal part. Of course, it can be a focal part. As with any, you can see all these lovely ways that you're going to be able to use these fabulous dies. Every crafter should have a set. Seriously, every crafter. And whether you're just going for one die today, one set, or the whole show, I can promise you, you're going to have a set of really useful dies that you are going to use a lot more than you actually think in terms of your mats and your layers, your nesting dies, your shaped cards, whether they be frames, picture, honestly, tons and tons of ways. And hopefully, I'll give you a few ideas on how you can use them during this masterclass.
Debbie, thank you so much for sharing all of those different things that you're going to be doing with us. We're really looking forward to the next 2 hours. Of course, it'll be inspirational. Now, there's some things that you need to know about today. We've got deals galore, of course, but today is Make Me a Winner Day. Now, what is Make Me a Winner Day? If you're just joining us, we are going to be giving a voucher away in Craft Vault. And what you have to do, not very much, just send us some pictures of anything you've made with the frames or the nesting dies that we're featuring for you during this masterclass. Let us see those pictures and we will pick our independent adjudicators. We'll review, choose the best 5, we'll show you them in Craft Vault tonight, and then you, the viewers at home, will choose the winner, and that person will receive a voucher from Crafters Companion. So that is what Make Me a Winner is all about, and I'm excited to see the 5 examples from you when we get to Craft Vault tonight. Can't wait to see those. Now, every order today gets a free gift. And all you've got to do is spend £10, $10 or €10 to get the free gift. And we do it automatically for you, while stocks last. I have to say while stocks last, because I have no doubt it will be very, very popular. So if you place an order for £10, dollars or euros, we will automatically, without you doing anything, while stocks last, add into that basket for you. You will receive at home a pack of 2 foldable shoppers, and those 2 foldable shoppers fold out to this really big, capacious size. So you've got a black one with Crafter's Companion on, I love a bit of Brandon, and then you've got the purple cheetah and purple leopard in there as well. You're going to get both of those foldable shoppers completely free of charge for spending $10, £10, €10, and we'll automatically add them in the bag for you. While stocks last, there is a limited quantity. When they're gone, they're gone. But if you want something free, and this is worth 10 anyway in its own right, if you want to spend 10, earn 10, now is the day to do that for you, because we're going to pop that in free with every single order. I'm very, very excited about that, I have to say. Now, the deal of the day that we've got for you is our buddy bags, and these were so popular in Wake Up Call. This deal is valid for you till midnight tonight, so if you're interested in getting 8 buddy bags with a fantastic, I think it was 32% saving, then now is the time to do it, and this deal is only valid for you until midnight tonight. Now, here's a picture coming for you of the bags that we've got. These buddy bags are absolutely exceptional. They're easy to fill with all sorts of different... Oh, we're having a little masterclass. There they are. There they are. We've got those little gremlins in with us today. They're having some fun at our expense, I think. There they are, the 8 buddy bags. Now, they can be filled with all sorts of your crafting goodies, and all 8 of them fit into one of those free foldable shoppers you see me doing Wake Up Call this morning. So to get all 8 for £24 or $32, saving 32%, only valid till midnight, that is your fabulous daily deal. Now, not only do we have the daily deals for you, we have lots of deals for you. And the first one we're going to be looking at is this fabulous collection of decorative nesting frames. And this is a half-price deal. Now, this was our interlace collection. Interlace is a little bit different because it will cut through intricate detail more than one layer of card. So through 2 layers of 300 GSM, pretty easily, and you can see you've got beautiful designs here. So they were meant to create lovely shaped card bases. You're getting all of the designs that you can see that I'm showing you in this bundle for only £35.98 or £40.68. Your first one there is your decadent heart. You're also getting the entwined hearts. Oh, helps if it's right way up. There we go. Entwined hearts. Beautiful square frame, and these are all interlace, which means they'll cut through more than one layer of card. And we're just going to do this. There we go. They're all now the right way up. And then we've got floral fretwork. We've also got our fancy filigree. We've got the resplendent. What on earth does that say? Hang on, I need my glasses. Resplendent Ronger. Wow. We were having a day and a half in product development when we picked that one, weren't we? And then we've got floral lattice for you as well. So you're getting all 6 of these for £35.98 or £40.68. A fabulous, I think a 50% saving, did we say on that? Yeah, a 50% saving on that bundle. And of course, if you are getting that bundle, you're already over your 10-10-10. And so you're going to get your free gift bags put in with your order while stocks last. Debbie, I believe you have got a fabulous demonstration for us with these dies.
I have, and I've got some samples as well. I thought, I did say I always feel really bad to design team, but I personally, I'm terrible for it, and I will hold my hands up. So today, in this show, I'm going to be deliberately showing you a few samples from the amazing design team that we have. Nesting dies, gorgeous. The technology of this, fabulous, because although it's not a multimedia die, it's a deep cut die, and that means it's going to cut deeper into cardstock, which means you're going to be able to get your multiples out there. I love that. I love the pastel colours. I don't know why I chose that, but I just drawn to the pastel colours in there. But showing you how you can use your nesting dies. Take them into your card blanks, because this is where we're going to start. We're going to do a nice little card blank. And I say card blank, a shaped card using them. But you can take them into all your different styles of folds. They can be as dramatic as they want in that gorgeous black and pink, or as subtle in that gorgeous craft card, using some of your other elements like your flower dies. But they're all beautiful, beautiful designs that can create the most gorgeous, lovely, lacy effects. And dependent on the colour that you're using, I mean, even this one, love this one. Really simple, just popped onto the front of a card. You can make these as elaborate as you want or as simple as you want. And I'm always aware there are new crafters joining us all the time. Obviously, NASA is in QVC as well, UK. We're always gaining new followers. We see people joining us for the first time. And if you are watching us for the first time, don't be afraid to jump on and just say hello, because our lovely Leann and the social team will read your comments out. Don't be afraid. Come and say hello to us all. But I am conscious that we have new crafters all the time, so I'm going to kind of take you on a little bit of a journey with this as well. So I'm going to use the Resplendent Ronjour. I have to ask you where some of these names did come from, Leann. They're fabulous names, absolutely.
I'd like to tell you on that one, but I haven't got a clue. I mean, I might have been on holiday and they were having a laugh. Who knows? Do you know, one of the most difficult things, we were just talking about it this morning in product meeting, and I can't tell you the name because it'll give away the collection that's going to be coming in 2024. Oh. But there was a thing in there and the name, and I was like, we can't call it that. And one of the most difficult things is finding the names when you do so many products, not to keep doing the same thing, the same thing all the time. So
I would imagine it is.
I think at that point we'd run out of all of our inspiration, and we just thought that sounds okay.
Right. So, well, these are fabulous. Now, I don't know if you can see, but this is a deeper dish dye. So it's not a multimedia. If it were multimedia, it'd be a different colour because we always put our multimedia dyes in a different, darker colour. However, it has got a deeper cut, so it means it's going to cut through two pieces, and I'll show you that in a second. What we're going to do, though, is first of all, we're going to create a card frame. Now, these dyes, they're all separate, so that cuts out a solid frame. This actually cuts out a solid piece as well, so it's not needed to be used with that, but obviously for that nesting die, you absolutely will be able to use all of those 4 separate dies, but they're all independent on themselves. There's pieces in there that you could actually use to create some nice little frames included. But what I'm going to start with is, I'm going to start with some of our luxury cardstock. Now, this is a luxury cardstock that comes in a form of a 12 by 12 pad. So I've taken a piece out. Now, this is from this silver one, so I'm going to show you the 2 pieces that I've got with the silver. I've already chopped mine down, but this is from the 12 by 12 pad that I've cut down to 6 inches and then put a score line at 6 in. So I've got a 6 by 6 card base straight away, and from one sheet you're going to be able to get 2 out of that, and obviously all your pieces to cut. And then I've taken the matching silver, so we're going to kind of stick with a theme for this one because it just works so lovely together. Now, using this die, I'm going to create my card base. Now, I'm going to show you a little trick and tip for those who don't know. You could cut those out separately and join them. However, just by sliding it just a little bit off the top, it's going to stay connected into the cardstock. Now, it's 2 pieces of cardstock as well. It is a deeper dish, so I know that this will cut through there with no problem whatsoever. So I'm just going to hold that down. I'm actually going to tape it from the top onto the plate and then pop my shims in order to cut through that cardstock. Let me put that the right way around. Now, I'm going to come in and run that through, and this will create for me. I'm going to have to move this Gemini a bit closer. I don't know what earth possessed me. I think I've got long arms to stretch across there. I definitely haven't. I've got short arms, short legs, short arms, although I'm not the smallest in the room.
There's no doubt. Well,
normally I am.
I'm the shortest in the room, that's for sure, Debbie. I'm the shortest, always the short. I mean, they've got it, just the cameras and the boxes and everything for me. I've got platforms built for me. Look what's happening now. Where am I? I'm here, there, honestly. We'll get a professional one of these days, Debbie, so we will. I've just got to shut, if you could just see me, I mean, just like this. That happens to me a lot, I have to say. Do you know what it is? I'll find some photographs and show you. My husband is 6'3". And he thinks it's hilarious when he's taking a selfie. I'm doing it again, look. He thinks it's hilarious when he's taking a selfie, like of us, but he does it, and literally you've got all of him smiling with all of the lovely backdrop, whatever we're trying to catch in, and literally all you've got is my hair. In every photo, he's got a little mound of curls. In all, like 90% of our selfies, Simon, looking gorgeous, smiling in the background, mound of curls. That's my life.
Is he a lot taller than you, Leann?
6'3".
Is that, sorry?
6'3".
6'3"?
On our wedding photos, Debbie, on our wedding photos to get us in the same frame, I'm standing on a milk crate and 90% of them. With the milk crate under my dress, like with a bit of board on.
I've seen your wedding pictures, and I don't think I wouldn't have said.
Because the ones that like that where we're sitting or like arranged where we're like almost head level, but the ones where we're standing, yeah, in fact, put me on a crate. Because I'm just sure I'm 5 foot in my stocking feet. What can you... Honestly, 5 foot in my stocking feet, which I am in at the minute because me 3 inches were killing us from marching about this morning. I've got blisters.
Oh, bless you.
Charlotte Everett says this morning she snapped these up, Debbie, that you're using.
Yes,
because it's one of the only nesting collections she didn't already have, so she's going to get it while it's on a great deal.
Fantastic, and genuinely mean it. These are fabulous dies. Now, I am using glitter cardstock, so for this one, I'm not going to be cutting through 2 pieces, but let me tell you, you can cut through, even though there's this filigree design, you can cut through 2 pieces of cardstock, depending on the weight. I won't be using something like a 350 or 310. You can get your 2 pieces out of one of those frames, which I think is phenomenal. Because normally for that sort of delicate detail, that lovely lacy detail, would mean that you would have to cut them out twice separate, but you can absolutely cut out those 2 pieces. But I am using our glitter cardstock, this encapsulated glitter cardstock that's in that beautiful paper pad. And so I'm not going to put it through its paces there. To cut through 2 lots of glitter cardstock, I think I'd be asking a little bit too much of it. So just know your card and your mediums. If you think about it, it's got like a base card, it's got the glitter encapsulated, and it's got the like a plastic coating. I'll call it a plastic coating.
Yes, like a laminated glitter.
Yes, over the top. And that's just to stop it from shedding. It doesn't shed anywhere. I absolutely adore our glitter cardstock.
It's brilliant, isn't it? Now, we've strapped the details. I've got it, after your demonstration, Debbie, I've got a brilliant deal on our glitter cardstocks and our pearl cardstocks. We'll go through those if you're in the market for some consumables.
Yes.
We're going to have a look at them. However, we have put the details across the bottom of the screen for you, just in case you want to pop them in your basket while our Debbie's showing you how to make this card.
And I will tell you, these first 2 cards that I'm doing, this one and the next one, I have used those pads,
Debbie,
because I just adore them. I think they're absolutely fabulous. Now, I'm going to come in. Now, it is glitter cardstock. Notoriously, you would normally pop metal shim underneath, glitter cardstock. You don't have to. These dies will take care of it. So I'm going to bring in my normal platform again and run that through not with your cardstock, you won't, Debbie. You'll keep that there. And run that through the die cutting machine. Let me just make sure. Debbie, turn it. This is because I have mine like this at home. But when we're here, we have it like this, and then you're like forever trying to stretch forward to get it through there. So apologies, you wouldn't do that at all with yours. You would have yours sat comfortably at the side. It's just for the demonstration purposes when we're on the telly box. But absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm just Leann, taped it down. Guess what I didn't do? I only taped the top part. I've had a little faux pas.
Oh, do you know what? This is the best of us, Debbie.
It does. And this is a good example of why you need to tape at the top and the bottom. Or I should have held it down with my magnetic shim. Yeah. Because that wouldn't have happened. However, what I can show you...
You can show the detail that's cut, and then we've got the...
Absolutely. So again, just by... and I'm just not... Now, you know how hard it is to die cut into glitter cardstock. And you'll be forever, like, picking the bits out, poking them through. And I mean, look at the detail that it's done. Actually, it's making a quite nice... I'll be able to cut that in. I'd
make a nice
use that.
Yes, nothing's ever wasted.
Nothing's ever wasted.
Just
No, nothing at all is ever wasted. But you can see, by example, how beautifully that has cut through glitter cardstock.
Lovely.
And honestly, it's just absolutely fantastic. And normally, like I said, glitter cardstock, it's notoriously difficult to cut. However, that has cut through there perfectly. And I will just bring in the one that, thank goodness, I did a Blue Peter style, because that has cut that out. And that's with all the pieces out of there. Looks stunning. I'm just going to pop it underneath the mat so you can see that intricate, lovely, lacy detail. And I know, because of this die and because of the power of the machine, I know I'm not afraid to cut into glitter cardstock. Just looks incredible. It really does. Now, that's my card base. And that's going to sit on the top. And the reason I've cut it out again, because I've got me inside and the outside, but obviously I've chopped into the design. So I could layer that up on the top, but it would just look a tad daft at the top because it's not quite there. So that's why I've taken the time to go in and cut another piece out. And I'm going to layer that onto the top. So I'm going to bring in my tape pen. And I did do in the earlier show an easel card. You absolutely could be doing that with these cards. You could be creating your own easel with ease, she says. So I'm going to line that up. And now I've got the full base for this to sit on top of as well. However, I do have another piece cut out because I did say to you earlier on, Leann, I do like to decorate the inside. And whilst I've got that spare piece, I just thought, do you know what? That would look lovely sat inside there as well.
It just elevates, doesn't it, Debbie?
It does, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And whilst I've got it cut out, rather than waste it or take it home and use it for another project, let's give it the full works, this card, right now, while we've got those pieces cut. And again, you're just going to line that up inside. Debbie, make sure you've got the right way around because it's got a different pattern on either side, this one. I just saw them when I was looking down and thinking...
It's not symmetrical, is it?
Yeah, this one's not a symmetrical one at all, yeah. So, but look how lovely that looks. Now, on the front one, I've actually just popped some foam pads onto the back just to lift it up and give it that little bit of a shadow drop without adding to add another piece of cardstock to create the shadow drop.
And it really makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And There we go, right way around, popping that into place. So we've got our card base and the inside looking really beautiful. And then we're going to come in now and we're going to use the other pieces. So you've got all these other dies on here. So that was just using 2 of those nesting dies. Excuse me, while I try and lift them up. Who was complimenting my nails earlier? They need a bit of a cut because they've gone a little bit longer and I can't get things off the table like I normally would be able to.
Do you do gels or acrylics, Debbie?
Acrylics. They're very strong. So somebody were asking me this because Michelle, God love her, she tried some nails the other week and she said she can't craft in them, so she's gone back to her normal nails. I've had nails because I haven't got. Do you know how some women have really strong nails?
Yeah.
I don't. I wasn't born with my mum's. Could crack a nut. She could crack a nut with her bare nails. I wasn't that lucky. I've always had very soft, breakable nails. So for me, the option of having the extensions or the gels has just made my nails so. And I've had them for 25 years.
Wow.
A long time, yeah. In adulthood, I didn't like the idea that they'd snap and break. And so, yes, that's why I have them on. But a little bit long at the minute, just in
I think they look lovely, Debbie.
Thank you very much. You're very kind. So we've got 2 other dies in this range, and again, these are all different designs. If you look at that lovely filigree design, each one is different. They're not the same. They're not duplicates. We could have done duplicates. However, giving you different patterns means, especially if you're taking this outside of, if you're only going to use like certain elements, you've got different patterns that are going to mix and match with other things that you might already have in your crafty stash. So when you're going to run those through, you get this lovely panel. And all I've done, Leann, with this is I've chosen the same because I'm going to keep this quite silver and the grey. I said grey silver, but the silver pattern, so it all matches and matches really well. Run those through your machine, and you can, like I said, cut through your 2 pieces at once with these, which is what I've done with both of these. And then I'm just going to sit that into the centre, and I've elevated it again with some foam pads just onto the back. Now it has got a glitter cardstock, so this is when I would, just to give it a little bit more longevity, is that the right word?
But, yeah, a bit more adhesion so it won't fall off later.
Yes, yeah. So I'm just going to pop some tacky glue around the back. I think it's very dried up. It's very warm in here. There we go. Let's see if I can get that out. In fact, you know what? Let me get my big one. Let me get the big one and just pop some on the back.
It's the lights in the studio, isn't it?
Yeah, it's what. Yeah, because I feel it, and I don't know about yourself, Leann, but I can feel it. It's very warm. Although, Debbie, you haven't knocked off the end of your glue. Please excuse me a second while I just do this.
Shall I show everybody the glitter card that you're using while you're getting your glue ready,
yes,
Debbie?
just while I'm just unclearing the nozzle.
That card that Debbie's using there, I'm just going to start with this pad for you. We've got this 12 by 12 glitter and pearl cardstock. So it works out that you're buying 2 and you're getting 1 pad free. So you're going to buy 2 of these pads, get a pad free. And there's 72 sheets in total in this bundle. This is that beautiful platinum pearlescent, and I'm just going to waggle it at you. Look at how fabulous that is, the platinum pearlescent in this pad. All 12 by 12 sheets, and then you get that matching encapsulated glitter that goes with the cardstock. And this is the colourway that Debbie has been using. 24 pieces, 250 GSM. You've got it in that silver colourway, you've got it in this gold, and that, I have to say, this gold pearlescent, look at how fabulous that is. You've got it in the gold with the gold encapsulated glitter, which matches perfectly in there. And then you've got everybody's favourite, the rose as well, which is this lovely deep colour of rose. It's almost a copper. It's really, really lovely and does really work together fabulously well with that lovely pearlescent and the encapsulated glitter. 72 sheets for £31.98 or £36.75 platinum member. Buy 2 pads, get a pad free, and this is exactly what our Debbie's using for you. Have you got your glue sorted, love?
I have got my glue sorted. I've popped some just onto the back because what I'm going to do is just match, and literally this lovely nesting design then looks gorgeous, even in these 2 colour tones, looks absolutely stunning. I've actually got on the inside as well, I thought, oh, I'll just have, I'm going to lay this flat. I don't want to put any detail, a raised detail to this because it's going to be the inner part. And with anything with any coated cardstock, tacky glue is the better one to use. So I'm going to use that into the back of there and then just lay that down and let that hold so that that sits there in the centre ready for any verse, or like you said earlier, Leann, just writing in the centre as well, to create that lovely panel. And then I'm just going to, now I did say I wasn't going to use this.
Okay, go on, you're with love.
I'm so sorry.
Is it back in? Put it in, Debbie.
I just, yes, I did say I wasn't going to use it, Leanne, but I have.
Do you know, Debbie?
Just for this one.
Do you know what I love? I love the fact that we've made product that you genuinely love. That, you know, it could be that you're standing there telling everybody you love it, but
I do.
But you actually love it, which is really fabulous because you use it all the time. And I love that genuine enthusiasm for our products, Debbie. I think it's brilliant. And if you've got something like a dye like that, that is a staple for you, that helps you with your other, because that's your common thing. That's the thing that you feel confident, your comfort blanket, if you like. You can build everything else out from it, can't you? I think we've all got little pieces like that at home.
And plus, I also donate a lot of my cards to my friend's charity. And I have to try and keep them generic. Rather than, because obviously she then raises money for the Barnsley Animal Rescue Centre, which is called BARC for short. That's why I keep them kind of generic, and it's one of the ones that I just love. I absolutely adore it. And then a set of our lovely flower dyes as well.
Nice.
And I'm just going to keep them flat. I'm just going to add a few. I'm not going to go too mad because that's got such a beautiful design. I want to showcase that design.
Yeah.
But it was just a case of cutting some flowers out, and I'm going to add a little bit of my favourite glue just onto the back to give it a little raised element. And like I said, I'm not going to go nuts with this, so although I've gone nuts with my flowers, you ain't using them all, Debbie. You're stepping away from them and you're just going to use just one or two just to elevate and give it a little, because obviously the dye is just sensational. It really is.
I think that dye is incredible. I think that is an absolutely stunningly beautiful card, Debbie. Really lovely, so inspirational for everybody. And I love the fact that it shows you can buy one of those 12 by 12 pads. Pick one colourway, and with those designs, by cleverly layering like that, get the most exquisite, classy, elegant look and feel. And I think it just makes it very easy and accessible for everybody at home. Thank you very much for that, Debbie. I really enjoyed it. Now,
thank you.
If we've already looked at the glitter and pearl card, we've also, if you're thinking about consumables, got a really great bundle on our Centura pearl for you. So you're going to get 80 sheets in total for £21.60 or £37.60 if you're a platinum member, and you've got lots of great colours in here. Now, just before we get to the colours, I've raided a pack. You know how I like to, because I really need you to see the sheen on some Centura pearl. Look at that. It's absolutely incredible. You cannot for a minute not fail to be wowed by that when you get it home. The elevation and the elegance you get on your card from using that is exceptional. And of course, white on the back. So if you're using it for your card bases, absolutely incredible for that. Brilliant for die cutting, brilliant for matting and layering, brilliant for box making, fabulous for doing with all of your intricate dies, great for just die cutting your sentiments. The uses are plentiful with this and are loved by so many of you. 320 GSM. 300 GSM card base, 310 GSM and a 10 GSM pearl coating on top. You've got this beautiful gold colour. My favourite, one of, along with chocolate brown and dark brown, the mink. I think the mink is a beautiful neutral colour. Then you've got your lovely turquoise. Then we've got the dark chocolate. Hey, remind me to tell you a story about Shayna Douglas. We've also got a pad copper. We've also got the mint green, we've got the lilac, and we've got the cherry in there for you. Really beautiful colours, some nice pastels, some nice darks, colours that will complement each other, and just a great consumable stash builder in there. It really is great collection. 80 sheets in there for that £21.60 or £37.60. You're saving 15% on that bundle. Now, if you need some foam pads, you've seen Debbie use them quite a lot over the course of today already. You've got, how many, 40 sheets? I thought that's what you said in my ear, and I had to read the screen because I thought it was a fib, Johnny. 40 sheets of foam pads and 4 rolls of tape for £27.18 or £31.98. That is a 33% saving. That's a bargain by anybody's standards. And if all you get today is your foam pads, if all you do is get that deal today because you need some sticky stuff, you're going to get your free shoppers. You're going to get your free gift put in the bag for you, which I think is fantastic. My top tip to you at home, this is what I do. Whenever there's deals on, I get my consumables. So I'll stock up on all my consumables. I get all my cards, my glues, my foams, my stickies, everything that I'm using every day. And then I look at everything else and I go, which 2 things do I want? So I'm getting me things that I need because I have to have them. And then I'm going to treat myself to something pretty. And then I go choose a couple of bundles that I think are pretty. So for me, I'd be doing cardstock, glues, foam pads, tape pens, buddy bags, storage. Pick a pretty die set. This might be the pick a pretty die set. That's a tongue twister. Oh, look, it's number 4. This might be the pretty die set that you want when you're treating yourself. And these are the lovely slimline designs, which I absolutely love. And we've called them advanced nesting dies because you've got really lovely intricate detail in here. And they fit the size of a slimline, which is still trending hugely, perfectly. So we've got Medina. Tomato. We've got Medina, which is lovely. And then we've also got Latina. Look at the little swells on the end of there and the little point of it, really lovely. And then finally, you've got Luca. Really lovely, very detailed and intricate. This has got more of an Art Deco feel to it. Perfect for your slimline cards, which are still trending hugely all over the internet, you know, like Pinterest and things like that. People are just loving making slimline cards. They were dead popular about 17 years ago. They're coming back. It's new made old again, isn't it, Debbie? Things come round and round in circles of fashion, don't they? Really great. Did we say 50% saving on this? 50% saving, 15.20 for all 3. £5 or what, $7 for 1 die set, a big die set. That's incredible. And you'll get your free gift of those bags as well thrown in. These are normally $14.99 each, so for 50% saving, fabulous, fabulous deal. Debbie, you've got some examples.
Absolutely. Again, I'd forgotten that they were that price, I'm not going to lie. I'm just so focused on Masterclass, I didn't even look at the price until you just pointed that out. That's crazy, because this, again, is a lot of metal and a big amount of metal for your pennies today. But I love this one that Maxine did. I just love the contrasting colours there with that black. And then using a slimline sentiment across there. These can be used, though, both ways. So it doesn't necessarily have to be on the
landscape.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You can put it onto the portrait side as well. As for example, this is a lovely one, a lovely trifold. I think that's lovely. Or a bit like, you know where you go and take your clothes off?
Triptych, or like a screen.
That's the word.
That's like a dressing screen.
That's the one. Yes.
I mean, you could be taking your clothes off anywhere. You could be down the aisle of the supermarket, Debbie. You could be in Tesco's with gear banding, flinging your dress in the freezer. Who knows? But I think you meant a dressing screen.
I've gone red. I did mean that. Yeah, you're behind the screen. That's
I mean, that was a very elegant way of taking your clothes off there, Debbie. When you did that little demonstration, I was almost inclined to do na 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 na.
Oh God! Choice of words, Debbie. Choice of words. Put it into context. Because yes. I didn't mean to say it that way, but that's how it came out. But yeah, absolutely beautiful, beautiful set of dies. What a great deal that actually is. I didn't realise it was as good as what it is. So I'm going to show you, and again, please, I said please forgive. I'm not going to forgive anybody because I absolutely love this cardstock. I'm going to use, and it's the last time you'll see me using it throughout. Wait a minute. Let me just check. It's the last time you're going to see me using that 12 by 12 pad. But I do love the coppery colour of this one.
Is that with the dark chocolate?
Actually, no, because I didn't have any. Because my idea was, that's funny you should say that, was the dark chocolate is what I was going to use. But then I went into my Centura Pearl stash and found out I haven't got any. So, yes, I've had to use black cardstock. However, they will work, they will complement each other. Could I? Well, if I could borrow one, I can easily chop it up.
Would you like a sheet of mine?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I think we need to see what that copper's going to look like with the chocolate brown. Don't tell Tracy.
Don't tell her, no.
She's not in till
I know
tomorrow.
she's not in today, so I think we'll be okay.
Hang on, I'm coming over.
I think we'll be okay, so they'll be able to get away with it.
Okay
and I'm
too.
just going to bring in a scoreboard because I'll actually, where's me?
I'm jogging over.
Thank you very much. Where's my little scoreboard gone? Oh, there it is. Thank you. Oh, yeah, definitely.
There you go.
Because that
Isn't
will
gonna
work
look
so
lovely?
lovely.
Isn't it?
Beautiful.
Do you know what I think? I think it's the warm tones together, Debbie.
Yeah, definitely, because they complement each other ever so well, don't they? Oh, going a little impro. I love a little bit of improvisation. Second demo in. But why not?
We've been stripping, we've been pinching Tracy's cardstock.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to come in and score down the centre. Absolutely love Centura Pearl. It is divine. Absolutely divine. It's that lovely, luxurious feel that you get with it as well. So I'm just going to chop into this now. Let me just expand.
How expensive does that look?
Oh, absolutely.
It's a
Again,
card
it's that
base.
elevation, isn't it? That you are elevating your makes instantly. I'm just going to chop that down because I want a nice slimline feature. Thank you very much for letting me pinch some.
You're welcome.
Your secret's safe with me. She's not in today.
Don't tell
Oh, is she
anyone.
in tomorrow?
I think
She'll never know.
She's in tomorrow. Nobody's going to... Well, I'm not in tomorrow, so it's
Well,
fine.
I am, but I'm not going to tell
All
her.
right, I won't tell her if you
I'm not going to tell her. In fact, she'll only know if she's watching. I think we're safe. I think we're safe. Now, I love that actually, because that looks beautiful. Look at that. Front and back, absolutely stunning. That lovely pearlescent sheen that you get.
Oh,
There's nothing else like it in the world.
There really
when it
isn't.
comes to the cardstock, it's just divine. However, we want to layer up. So we're going to bring in, I'm going for Latina.
Nice.
I think she's lovely. I do love the delicate design. You even get a little bit of inspiration on front of your packaging as well. But I'm going to cut out. So I'm going to use. I'll use the copper. We'll have a little bit of the. We'll go back to the. Yeah, definitely. Let me come in there. I'm just twittering to myself now, Leann, because I'm going to have to do. In fact, yes. Let me come in. I'm going to cut out, because I've already got some cut out in the other one. So I'm going to cut them out so it matches all up now. So I'm going to use all 3 pieces. I'll be able to get that away in one go. So now then, hold it down, Debbie. Top and bottom. We're not going to have a mistake like we did before, because now Debbie is improvising. We don't have a Blue Peter style one. We only have it in the black, and the black with the beautiful chocolate brown just isn't going to cut it. So let's tape those down. Bring back in my Gemini plates. So we'll come in with the plate. Pop that onto there.
Nice to see them cut as well, I think, Debbie.
Yes, it is. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to come in. Now, this is thin metal die, so it's a thin metal die normal combination with your platform. I'll run that through. Let's go there. Let's put that in. Got them nice and flush. I think I have, yeah. So, little bit improvisation. However, I love doing this. This is me all over. And Johnny will tell you as well, Leann, I'm often changing my ideas when I've made something and then I change my mind at the last minute.
I
Do it all the
think
time.
that's great. That's what most of us do when we're crafting, I think. We start off with a plan.
Yep.
And then make something completely different, because you have new inspiration as you're going through the process, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just go bringing this in now. So I'm going to take the tape off, bringing it gently towards me. And then again, I'll do that with the other side as well. So I'm just releasing my dies, but now, and they will match because I've already pre-cut the glitter cardstock as well. So this will be fine. This will be fine. It'll work, she says. It'll after now, Leann. Let's take off the tape. There we go. I'm just going to go underneath that one, just to lift that and prise that.
You manage it.
Yep, perfect. So again, coming in now, we'll show all these pieces that have cut out of there. Got a little bit spare left. I might be needing that for something else. So take the tape, and then we're going to release them. Now, the dies themselves, they'll have a little, like, you'll be able to feel that there's like a little release point.
Yeah.
So when I say the release point, I know that it's up at this top part.
Yeah.
So when you're using your poker tool, and our poker tools are perfect for that, I tend to just give it a little lift as well before I bring it out. There's a lot of delicate design in these, and then not only the delicate design, but you've also got the slimline feature. So I always tend to take it out of the die and peel it back on itself, like so. And then that beautiful die cut element. I'm just going to get rid of all my little pieces though, Leann, because don't know about yourself, but they tend to bounce back in. I don't think they do. I think my eyes have missed it the first time round. But in my head, how's that piece got back in there?
Yeah.
That's how I see it. But look how gorgeous that's already looking.
Lovely.
We'll do the same with the other one as well. So I'm going to find it and find the release, and I can feel the release is there because it's not coming all the way through. So again, I'm just going to take my little tool and just bring that in to lift it and give me the elevation. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
The lift. That's the word I'm
lift.
looking for. And again, you'll feel it. You'll feel it in your cardstock. And we tend to have these in most of our dies as well. So I'm going to get me, this is when I'm going to have to use my poker tool. There we go. And just release it. Don't be doing a Debbie. No, don't be doing a Debbie. So we're just doing gently, tease that out of there. But again, look how gorgeous that looks. Beautiful. And that lovely sheen and shine. So that's 2 pieces. See, they've bounced back in, Leann. I thought I'd got rid of them, but they're there, looking at me. It's like they're like playing with me, teasing away there, saying, yeah, you think you've poked me out? You haven't at all. Now, again, exactly the same with the large one. You can find and just poke a couple out and you'll feel when it resists, there it is, that's where the little release hole is as well. So even though they are a little delicate, and I said delicate, you've got all this beautiful detail around the edge, they are a slimline variety, so you do have to tease them out gently. We've done all the hard work for you, you just have to make sure the finishing process is done correctly. I think that's the right way to describe it. So again, I'm going to come in. I'm going to be careful as well not to rip, because the danger there when you do put your poker tool in is you can rip your cardstock.
Yes.
So we don't want to do that. We just want to tease it out of the die. So I've got my finger underneath. Let's get under. Oh, Debbie. Oh, I knew it had happened to me. We're going to have to.
Use the black one, Debbie.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Well, I mean,
I would do that as well as you. And then also, when I feel the pressure doing it quick, I rush it and then I rip it.
well, this is me, because this is me now. I'm going
I
to
do the
pull
same.
and I'm going to rip, and I don't want to rip it. So we're going to have to improvise. And actually, I'll show you the ones that I've done in the black and in my glitter cardstock.
Lovely.
And I want to just show you as well. I'm going to bring that in so you can see all that beautiful detail. So just be careful when you are releasing it.
Yeah.
Get to one end where it is, and then just like I did with the other two, just gently prise it out and peel that back. You've not done any damage to your cardstock. It looks absolutely fine. And again, you've got that lovely detail. And this is where it's going to sit in. Now, there's something else we released quite recently, Leann.
Oh.
I can't tell you how super excited I am. In fact, I think people mistook my absolute, because I love the punches.
Yeah. Oh.
The decorative punches have been a game changer for me, because it's been a while since I've seen them out there on the market.
Yeah.
But I love what you've done with them. And I say you, because I can't say we anymore, because you're in the room. You and the team have done with them, where you've got a decorative corner piece that can also absolutely go across your cardstock as well by removing that arm. And I had the launch of them last week, so I was absolutely super excited.
They're great, aren't they?
Oh, beyond. And I just thought, you know what? It's going to just alter the strip of cardstock that sits on
Look
there.
at the difference.
And it's the fleur-de-lis one, if anybody's wondering. That's the fleur-de-lis one, and I've just gone into each corner.
They've been so popular.
I knew they would. New crafters, old crafters, people of any age, people with dexterity problems. They're very nice and easy to use. They're quite lightweight.
Yes.
Do you know, and I was saying this throughout the show with Craig. Punches in the past, heavy.
Yeah.
Heavy, bulky, a nightmare to punch, because you'd have to get with all your force down onto the top.
I had some when I first started, you know, Debbie, where I used to have to put it on the. Am I going this way? Yeah. Where I used to have, I keep walking out. I'm going to put a marker on my bench top so I know where I'm at. I used to have to put it on the floor and stand on it.
Oh, do you know, actually?
When I first bought some craft punches, I mean, it must be 16 or 17 years ago when they were all the rage, I literally couldn't push it down. I used to put it on the floor and stand on the punch.
I actually can believe that, to be fair.
Yeah.
I can believe that, because I've done that before.
Yeah.
I've had to do it because I couldn't physically punch it.
Yeah.
Whereas with ours, they've become complete different game changer, completely changed the game for me in terms of all the different ways that you can use them, and then the ease of use as well. Right, so I'm going to come in and I've actually cut them twice. So I've got myself cut, because I wanted to create a little bit of a shadow drop, because it's quite and I feel like, just show you, it's quite similar colour tone.
Yes.
So I wanted to give it a little bit of depth, and I say depth, a bit of dimension. So
nice.
Just that tad little bit of a drop, so it doesn't really matter actually that it's in black.
No.
Because you can't really tell.
Yeah.
But it just gives you that little bit of a drop shadow effect, so that when you sit it down,
Debbie, to the
it just
point,
lifts.
I wouldn't waste my Centura for that.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, now you've said that, Leann.
I wouldn't waste it. Do you know what I mean, Debbie?
I do. I absolutely
it is just
do.
for that little bit of shadow, so
Yeah.
just use one of your inexpensive.
Yeah,
And keep
absolutely.
your good stuff for your good stuff.
Yeah, and we all have them.
I mean, some would say frugal, others would say tight. When it comes to craft, honestly, there's some that like I gut every piece of craft. It's because I'm on my tiptoes. Look, see
I
what
did
happens.
wonder, I'm thinking, what have you done there, Leann?
Stocking feet, 3 inches of heel. Stocking feet, 3 inches of heel.
Have you got your box behind there?
No, because this is a nice low counter.
Ah.
It's higher where you are.
Yes, it is. Yes,
I've got
so
a
you have to have
platform.
it. Yeah.
John built me a platform.
Yes, he did. They once asked me to use it, you know.
Can you not do it?
I nearly fell off it.
Did you?
I nearly fell off it, honestly.
Did you have both? There's two. There's an extension.
You see, when I start talking, I start moving
walking.
and I start walking. And as I started walking, I realised me caught and I went back.
Oh,
so I thought,
you
nope,
can't be
that's
doing
never happening
that,
again.
Debbie.
No, you're not going to be using that ever again.
No.
Because I am short. I'm only 5 foot. I'm going to say 5'1" and a bit.
That's okay. You've got
That's
one and a
okay.
bit more than me, Debbie. Don't forget to send us your pictures in, by the way, everybody. Keep sending your pictures in.
Are we getting some in?
We've had
fabulous.
loads, apparently, which I'm really happy about. Our independent adjudicators are rifling through them. And the best 5 will show on Craft Vault tonight. And
fantastic.
then you will choose your favourite from those 5, and the winner will get a voucher. Isn't that exciting?
It is exciting, it is, absolutely. So all I've done with this, Leann, is I've done exactly the same. It's just that little bit of a drop shadow, just dropping it slightly underneath or to the right or to the left, and it just, again, just elevates. But I am going to pop on the back here, I'm going to pop some foam pads, just again, give it that little bit of dimension and lift them a tad. Although I think I may have run out of my foam pads, Leann. Let me just have a little peek.
Debbie, there's much talk in the chat about a special pokey tool.
My special pokey tool.
Yeah.
Are they wondering where my special pokey tool is?
They want to know where's your special
I have
tool.
got my special pokey tool.
They want to know where's your special pokey tool. And then Terry Anderson said to me, Leann, I have a great product idea. A pokey tool holder, one like Debbie's, but make it so we can insert a new pokey tool when it gets dull.
Yes.
What's that? Debbie, what's this?
It's my purple pokey tool. Have you not seen my purple pokey tool before?
No.
It's because I have a little bit of a problem sometimes with my pokey tools.
Yes.
For my grip. Because if me carpal tunnel starts and plays up and I feel like I'm losing it, I have to have something that I can grip and hold on to. So I had it custom made. So it's like a resin, but everybody loves this pokey tool. But it's actually a pokey tool that I can take the head off and then interchange it with like a sewing tool. Do you know your sewing unpicker?
Yes.
So I've got a sewing unpicker that goes into it as well.
That.
But yeah, so it's so I can grip hold of it and then I don't lose it because I can attach it to me.
I really
because
like that, Debbie.
I'm terrible
I'm
with
terrible
pokey
with
tools.
pokey tools. I'm always
Lose
shouting
them all
with
the
a pokey
time.
tool.
Yeah, so that's my pokey tool that everybody goes, it's a little bit, you can see it a bit closer, it's a little bit
it's well
loved,
Loved,
yeah.
Debbie, loved.
But yeah, that's it, so I had to have it purple, and I've got a matching pen.
I absolutely love
Yeah,
that.
so I had it made, especially.
Terry,
but
leave that
everybody
with
goes,
me.
they go mad for it. Every time I bring it.
absolutely love that. Leave that with me, Terry.
I love it. I love it. You see, this is the thing. When you get Leann in the building and you get some ideas, and I've often said this, because the last goes for the ideas, and I'm terrible. Leann, I've got to write it down. If I don't write it down, I forget. I'm shocking for it. Always have been. And I do try my hardest to remember things, but the brain is not what it used to be. I'm wondering if we could shout our J-code. Yeah, just to ask him for some big foam pads. The big foam pads. Thank you. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to attach my sentiment to the front, because what I've just done here is I have created that shadow drop behind each one, and then I'm going to layer them up on top of each other, but I don't want them to get lost, so I'm actually going to lift them with some foam pads. But around this one I want to pop on a sentiment, so I've used one of our happy birthday sentiments, and it just fits. It's one of those separate ones, but it actually comes as It's got like a little mat piece round the back, but I thought this would be perfect to separate it and bring it into the slim line and just add that over the top like so. And then that is going to sit into there, perfect fit for inside there. And then I'm just going to finish that.
Oh, Debbie, your microphone's just gone now, love. Mine's back, yours is out. Well, it's like the hokey cokey. Shake it all about. So let's have a look at the dies that Debbie's using. Number 4, because Debbie's just going to get our microphone fixed. So Debbie is using these fabulous dies here. Slimline dies, 50% saving for you. All 3 of these sets for $15.20 or $23.20 and a 50% saving. Brilliant slimline designs. You've got Medina and you've got your Latina. I think this is what Debbie's using, Latina, and it makes me happy. And then you've got Luca as well. 3 gorgeous dies there. And of course, you get your free gift. You get your 2 packable shoppers, and they pack up into a little pocket inside, which would be great for your keys or whatever it is when you're using it. Packed to that size, 2 in a packet, and that you get with every single order of £10, $10, €10. While stocks last, you don't have to do anything about it. We'll add it into your order for you, and it will arrive when your crafty goodies arrive. Debbie, you're back with us.
I am back with us. Yes, we had a little gremlin in the system that just wanted to play around with our microphone pads. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to line that up, and Jake's fetched me some foam pads while he was at it, bless his little heart.
I'm just going here today, Debbie.
You what, love? They're busy. But look how gorgeous this is already looking, even in those colour tones. And I do love those paper pads. I say paper, they're not paper, it's cardstock. Essential cardstock that I think everybody should have in their crafty stash.
Agree.
And do you know what? I was going to add a couple of little gems, but I think I'm going to leave it as it is. I don't think it needs it.
Yeah, Lynn Blackledge says, love that chocolate card.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It
really is gorgeous.
Absolutely stunning.
And I'm so pleased, Leanne, that you said about not wasting the chocolate Centura Pearl, because it doesn't need it. That black has just elevated that a little bit more.
Absolutely, it's just a little drop shadow, and it looks absolutely gorgeous, and it's a nice contrast between the 2. I love that one.
Thank you.
Almost as much as the first one. Almost as much. We've got so many comments coming in from you, I have to say. Charlotte Everett says, I always decorate inside and out. It just adds that touch of luxury. And when you have as many lovely CC paper pads and cardstock as I have, it's nice to use them. Completely agree, Charlotte. Teresa said that this, with love, is one of my go-to dies too. So much love for that with love die. Lois says she's loving the colours. Poor Prince ×4 says, Debbie always makes such pretty cards. I had to put it in order this morning. Such good deals. Good for you. Let us know what you got. Would be interested. And Coletta Cooper says, what's she like? She's gorgeous, that's what she's like. Debbie Mahan says, Leanne, you are very funny. I'm not so sure my husband would agree with you, Debbie, but thank you for that. She says, I so enjoy the shows when you're on. Well, that's really kind of you. I really appreciate that, Debbie. Somebody email my husband and let him know that I am indeed very funny. Here's a little video for you while you check out your baskets, take advantage of the deals. Don't forget you get your free gift of those 2 packable shoppers with every spend over £10. Brilliant deals. Go fill your boots, watch this little video. We'll see you back soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You all had time with each other! You're not through to boot camp. Get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
Who is one of my unsung heroes at Crafters TV? It has to be our lovely John. Not only does he corral our coordination team together, but he also looks after us experts really well. He comes out to visit the expert house where we need to stay, to fix things that are broken. He looks after us, he looks after everything that we need, and even brings me cups of tea during the show.
Yeah, I should have said John in there too, shouldn't I? But we all know John's an unsung hero.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Oh, I love watching I never tire of watching those videos and just seeing how fabulous our gang is here, Debbie. I think the best team in the craft TV industry here. I think we do, and we all have such a great time, and it's such a supportive place. It's incredible, it really is. Now, we've got a fabulous daily deal for you in our 8 buddy bags, and you're saving 32% on this bundle. Been very, very busy for these. This is a great, haven't tried a buddy bag yet. Not sure which ones I'm going to love the most. Need a little try me selection so I can decide this is the bundle for you, because it's got something for everybody. You're going to start getting your organisation sorted at home. You're getting all 8 of these. I'm going to start with, and by the way, because of the price, £24 or $32, you get your free foldable shoppers as well. This is the purple. Cheetah or leopard, depending where in the world you are. I'm going to put my buddy bags in here so you can see how capacious it is. So the first one we've got in the bundle is Brandy. Brandy is a great square size. Each of the buddy bags that I'm going to show you have this. Is this not Brandy? Oh yes, this is there's Brandy. Hang on, where is she? I'm going to turn around. Red Brandy, showing you Barbara. This is Barbara. It's our Babs. Babs is a good square size, and each one of these has fantastic Velcro touch fastening on, and you've got the little loop, so you can carry it, you can put it in and out your bag, pull it off the shelf if you want to. Makes it very, very usable. And Barbara has 2 square compartments inside, great for standing up your bottles in there, and also perfect fit for your ink pads. Really great. Good that it's got 2 different compartments inside, because you've got separation and organisation within the bag. So not only have we got Barbara, we've got Merle. Merle is absolutely great. She's a nice rectangular size, great for your longer tools like paint brushes, crochet hooks, that kind of thing. She's got the plastic insert tray inside as well, so you've got that nice structure inside of there. However, this one, take the structure out and just use Merle on her own, and the corner punches were stored brilliantly here, to a point from a lady earlier today. You get one, hang on, forgot, I'm putting them in here as I go, in my bag. Got in my shopping bag. Then you've got your lovely lot. This is Teresa. Teresa's great for your small pots of glitter, your micas or your powders, anything like that. I have eyeshadows, Bare Minerals eyeshadows in mine, 3 full tubes of them at home because I like to keep them organised. And this I think is a great demonstration because we didn't plan it, but I'm going to show it anyway. We've had a glitter explosion. And there's glitter all over the inside of here, and the glitter is not coming out onto my hands at all. It's contained, so it means that I can open this, deal with the glitter explosion, rinse Teresa under the tap, dry her out, and she's good to go again. And that's because of the material that buddy bags are made in. So she's great, Teresa. We've also got Shelley. Shelley is great for your larger round pots. Face creams, gilding waxes, glitter pastes, anything like that. Also great for tubular storage if that's what you want to do. And again, touch fastening and little loop to bring her off the shelf. So you're getting all of these, guys. This isn't a choice. Every single one of these I'm showing you're getting. And this is Dawn. Dawn, again, good organisation here because you get 1, 2, 3, 4 separate little storage compartments inside there for Dawn. Great for your notions and your doodads, keeping everything organised inside. There we go, Dawn. And we've got Gail. Gail's great for pearl drops, nail varnishes, any little bottles that you want to keep stored upright, envelope gums, Pepio drawn gum, all of those types of things. Things you want upright and in a line, bottles and tubs of, she's great for. And you know, there's a million uses for all of these. These are just suggestions of uses, not these that you don't have to use. 2 of those, for example, I've got tea and coffee in one for the caravan and a first aid kit in another one. And I've got another one with cotton wool pads and face cleanser in. So they're just usable all the way through the house. This is Brandy. Brandy is a really tall buddy bag. She can fit comfortably a 12-inch ruler in there. And of course you could do your taller tools like your 12-inch ruler that I've got in there, your paper tearing rulers or anything like that. Of course you can just stack your tools up in there if you want to. And finally, we've got Terry. Terry was designed to store your markers, and you can see we've got our Illustrator markers in here, and it really is, you can fit a lot. So we've got there 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. We look like we've got about 21 in there. There's room for more. You can see it fits your Illustrator and your Classic. It will also fit, because of the extra height we've got, your tri-blend, tri-colour, tri-brush markers in there also. So that comes in the bundle too. So all 8 of those buddy bags with a 32% saving. Deal only lasts till midnight tonight. £24 or $32. And all 8 of them fit in my foldable shopper. Look at that. It's really capacious. It's fabulous. I love that purple cheetah design. Look at everything we've got in there. And there's room for more. And you're getting 2 of those free with every order over £10, $10, €10 while stocks last. Definitely the buddy bags, I think, is one that you should be getting while we've got it on that deal that runs out at midnight, because they're so different, each one of the shapes of those bags. You're going to be able to try your craft storage at home, see what works for you, see where you've got gaps, what you need more of, and decide whether the buddy bags are for you as a storage solution. And I've no doubt when you get them home and you try them, you'll decide that they are. Now then, stitch nesting dies. I'm going to reach them underneath for you. These are a 35% saving. I'm going to take my little number off so I know what they are. And when we launched these, they flew out. You absolutely loved them because you've got the stitch detail on them, but you've also got that decorative edge around the outside as well. You haven't only got the stitch detail. You'll see more of the stitch detail when Debbie shows you it because it's difficult to see on the black card. But if I just show you on the die there by tipping it, you see you've got your scalloped 3-frame scalloped dies. And then in the middle of each frame, look, you've got that paste stitch detail there on each of the shapes that I'm going to show you. So we've got our square, scalloped edge square, And then we've got our scalloped edge rectangle. You're getting all of these for $39.20 or $45.60. Then you've got your ditzy floral square. So you can see instead of piecing a stitch, now it's cutting that beautiful little floral detail inside. You've got the same in the rectangle. And then finally, we have got our cross stitch rectangle. And if I just tip the die, look, you can see that it pierces that cross stitch design in there for you. So you're getting all 5 of these. Great saving for $39.20 or $45.60. And different to the regular types of nesting dies you get, because this actually cuts a chunky frame for you. So it's sorted. You're just finished when you need to frame something. It makes it dead easy, I think, Debbie, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It gives you that versatility. Yes, they'll work as a nesting die to a certain extent, but you've got that lovely frame that you can then take into your scrapbooking. I love scrapbooking at the minute. You can take that into your scrapbooking and frame all your beautiful pictures, regardless of design. You can take them into your cards. So I'm going to show you some card samples here that some of our lovely design team members have done and created using these fabulous stitched frames, these nesting dies. They're absolutely beautiful. Lovely shaker card there, but inside that panel, again, just twist and turn them. Striking colours, absolutely beautiful. Take them into your fancy fold. So that's a lovely diamond point easel, which just looks incredible. And again, using those mats and layers, you can keep them really simple in terms of your easel, but again, using all of those frames to create some nice decorative features. You've already seen this gorgeous one using those pictures. Absolutely divine. And then keep it really nice and simple. Really lovely set of useful nesting dies that I know you're going to have so much fun with, and that's what we're going to do right now. So these are, and I'm going to use some of the Centura Pearl. Again, I'm using some of the Centura Pearl that we've got in the show today. This is that lovely mint colour. I love this one. I do adore it. And I'm going to run these through.
It's neutral, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Do you know, it was my colour of my bridesmaid dresses.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I'm no longer
Debbie.
married, like, but you know, were beautiful bridesmaid dresses. Had them handmade, you know, from one of my fabulously talented workmates who I worked with back at a creche, and she made every single one for me.
How fantastic.
I know, and they were beautiful. And back then, early 90s.
Yeah, me too. 1992.
Everything bouffant.
Everything was bouffant.
Everything had like
Everything
puffy
had
sleeves,
loops in.
loops,
layers in,
frills,
frills in, underskirts. We were crinoline ladies. That's what we were.
That's absolutely
We
true.
were crinoline ladies. We were like those toilet roll covers. You know the toilet roll, you know the stick the lady in the toilet roll with all the crochet net on.
That's
My wedding dress was exactly the same. Big poofy sleeves and all of the nets.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely were. But yeah, but that was the colour. This every time I see this, it just reminds me of those dresses.
Mine were lilac.
Were your lilac?
I was purple
wanted
even
lilac
back then, even before I knew Crafter's Companion.
Look at you.
I know.
On brand already. I actually wanted lilac and changed my mind at the last minute, so I didn't.
Did you?
Yeah. Now I'm going to make sure, even though I put a bit of tape down, I am going to pop, because I know the power of this machine. I am going to use my magnetic shim just to hold those down. And you're probably thinking, well, why are you using tape, Debbie? But I always feel comfortable having a little bit of tape.
Belts and
on the
braces,
top.
Debbie.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, I'm just going to run those through. And this is just on one small piece. And I say small piece, one small piece of that beautiful Centura Pearl. And again, I'm going to run that through. It will cut out the beautiful frames, 3 in one go. And also put in that lovely cross-stitch design, because the one I'm using is the cross-stitch rectangle frame. And these look absolutely divine when they're cut out. They really do. Oh, look at this. Realise I've left my frames behind as well. Don't be throwing those away.
No.
Because you've got yourself some beautiful frames that you're going to be able to have a little play with as well.
Nice.
But yes, just gorgeous. I love these. Love them. So if I just take the tape off, and that's just to separate those dies, you've now got, let's come in with the poke tool, that beautiful stitch design that's stitched all the way around that frame. Looks exquisite. Do you know, you could take thread through if you wanted to, you know.
You could if you wanted.
You could, yeah. Personally myself, I think the die does all the speaking.
I agree.
So I wouldn't, personally myself, do those, but there's nothing to stop you if you wanted to add some thread through there as well. The release hole is at the back, as with all, because if you think about this one, it's a chunky frame, so it only needs a few of the release holes, because that's just been stitched. I say stitched. It's been designed into the die to pop it into that cardstock.
Yeah.
Faux stitching, that, thank you.
You're welcome.
Helping me out again, because I'm terrible with words at the minute. Don't know about yourself, Leanne, but sometimes words
Happens
just
to
fail
me.
me.
I get complete mind fog, and
Yeah.
I know the word I want.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the word I want.
Yeah.
It happens to me. I'm moving it in my box again. There we are. Get back in your box, Leanne. I mean, so many times today will you get back in your box, Leanne? Yes, I'll get back in my box.
So look out of that one piece of cardstock. I've got 3 frames. I've got what we would consider to be the waist, but it isn't a waist at all. If I just move that over there, including the centre bit. So you could get like two for the price of one in one die set. And that was from a piece of cardstock this size, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. You've got to make the most out of these. And like I said, don't be throwing that away. You could be using these and twisting them, using them in your scrapbook pages and having a real good old play with them. However, I'm going to bring in now, so I've done it into this other colour as well, because that was the mint.
Yeah.
But in there's the green gold as well.
It is the green gold.
And
I like
love
that.
the green gold. It's just gorgeous. It's I don't think the camera does it justice. I think when you get this home, you see that beautiful
It's almost like
gold.
Aladdin's lamp.
Yeah, it's honestly stunning, absolutely stunning. So I cut myself 3 out in the same way that I've just done, and you've just seen me do, so you don't need to see me do that again. But cut myself some frames, and again I've got all these lovely frames that I'm going to play with as well. So let's put all those to one side. But I wanted to create myself. She says, oh, it's there, that's why. So I've cut myself 2 lots of frames out, but I'm going to bring in my card blank just for a second, because I wanted to alternate the colours. So I've got all those frames. I can make 2 cards out of that if I wanted to, but I'm actually going to use a Centura Pearl, and I used my Ultimate Pro for this to create a gatefold.
Nice.
So that's how it's created that gatefold card. I've taken some of that green gold, and I'm going to mat and layer it, although, Debbie, normally I don't waste cardstock.
No.
I
Gut it.
gut it, thank you. Oh, do you remember we were talking about this the other night on my Facebook Live? I can't remember what someone said. Cut away? Send, oh, I can't remember. We were thinking of other words other than gutting. And normally I would do, but that's just going to sit on the inside of there. Now, you're going to challenge me about the cardstock,
Yeah,
aren't
where's
you?
it from?
I know. Give me a second while I try and remember, because
I'm
it's
going to
one of
read
the
some
paper
comments
ones.
while you remember.
Yeah, where's
Annie
one?
on YouTube says, it's so, thank you, and can I just say thank you, Annie? I always feel a bit odd reading these out, but because they come on my phone, I feel I need to do it. It's so nice to have Leanne presenting as I'm giggling along. Thank you, Annie. That's why they don't let me on very often, because I do have a good time when I'm here. So, You Expressions by Candy says, you are also very informative, inspiring and entertaining.
Aww.
Thank you all. I used to be a die-hard fan of another company, but it was your crews and designers' personal touches and realness that won.
Oh,
Isn't that
oh,
an
that is-
absolutely
yeah.
gorgeous comment? Can I just say, YOU Expressions by Candy on YouTube, thank you from all of us at Crafters TV, because it's a big crew of people that we've got working behind the scenes. We've got Jake and John in with us today. We've got Johnny producing. We've got Jamie and Charlotte in the gallery. Me and Debbie are here with you. And it takes an effort from everybody, and it's great to know that it's really appreciated. So thank you very much.
Honestly lovely. That
Really
means the
lovely
world,
comment.
doesn't it?
Thank you.
Absolutely means the world.
Did you remember?
Yes, Country Lane.
There you go.
Yeah, I knew it to come to me, because I have a stash of my favourite, I say my favourites, it's a big fibber, everyone's my favourite, but I have a massive stash of paper pads at the side of my craft desk, so that I can reach to them with ease to use. And I'm trying to, like I said earlier, I'm trying to use the majority of them up so that I make the most of them and don't just stand there looking at them or flicking through them like I normally do. Use them, Debbie, use them. And that's created my gatefold card.
Lovely.
However, we've got the 3 frames to play with. So I've alternated, and that's why I've chosen these colours and why I chose this paper pad. And I will be honest, Leanne, when I look at anything, I look at the paper first that I'm going to use and then choose the coordinating cardstock or colours to make it a bit easier for myself.
I do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to create a little bit of a different kind of style with this one, and using them in a slightly different way, where I'm just going to stick, mainly, take it into the centre of that panel, but I'm only going to stick half down. So I'm going to pop the half down, so I'm going to turn it over so I know where to put my glue. Tape pen. We'll have a tape pen that's coming in, and I'm going to go up to that top, and I'm going to come all the way down, so I know exactly where I'm going with this as well. And in terms of flicking that over, lay that flat, before I actually put, and when I say put the adhesion down, I'm just going to make sure it's centralised so I can see that that looks about even. There we go. And then I can then pop that in. And then just by rubbing your finger over, it heats it up and it makes sure that that sticks there perfectly. So that is that side done. And then I'm going to flip it over on the other side. So I'm going to take it now with a next size frame, but I'm not going to have it in the same place. I'm going to have it on the opposite end. So I'm going to stick it into the frame on the inside. So you've got a little bit of a nice little fun fold card and a different way of using your frames. So again, I'm just going to come in with my tape pen and then take that all the way down. And again, I'm just using, again, by eye. I know I really shouldn't do it by eye, but it just makes it a little bit easier. Turn that over on itself. Before I actually stick it down, I'm going to look at it by eye again and then take it. Now I'm happy with it. And then just stick down this half. So this half is stuck on the left-hand side. This half is stuck on the right-hand side. And then I'm going to move it back to that centre again. And again, just stick it onto this panel. So this half. So again, turn it over, pop the glue. And again, just using our tape pen. You could use red liner tape if you wanted to, but this is a super strong glue. And I know it will, you know, it's got to do its job. But again, before I actually, I'm just going to make sure it's all sat down nice and neatly. And then just give it that little rub over the top. And now I've got this lovely, like a little fun twist of a fold. And if I just move that out, you can see it still opens up.
It's like a magic trick.
Yeah, it's like a trick of the eye, isn't it? But it's just to give it a little bit of a twist. And then in the centre, Leann, I used one of the frames again.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to, not distract, but I wanted to put my sentiment on the inside of the card this time. So I'm going to come in with my tape pen again. I'm just going to stick that down just into the centre part of the centre panel. And then again, I'm going to add a couple of little things that I have sat on my crafty desk. Always got a butterfly. I will tell you, always got a butterfly in there. Just stick that into that centrepiece. Got myself a sentiment from ours and cut it out in the matching cardstock so it all kind of blends in. I do like things that please, what's the word? Colour coordinate.
Yes.
I think that's the word I'm looking for. I think, again, it gives it that lift and that elevation and just adds something a little bit different. So I had to have a butterfly or two on this one. And some of my favourite ones. Do you remember the Shabby Chic butterfly?
Do.
That was from that one.
Was it?
All those years ago, I'm still using it.
That's a blast from the past.
Talk about a blast from the past. I'm still using it to this day.
But isn't that good? What that does, Debbie, assure everyone, when you get these things home, they are timeless and classic.
They are,
you can
yes.
keep using them.
And these Lily collection. Do you remember the Lily collection?
Yes.
Yep. So honestly, I love to reuse, and I say reuse, I don't reuse it all, I use them all the time, because I do like to create and use things. And again, I'm just going to sit them going across. I'm just randomly popping these on as well. And again, I'm just going to have it so that when you've got that lovely trick now, so it absolutely looks like it is a magical illusion, but when you've got that upright, you can see those beautiful frames. That lovely stitch design really shows off on that Centura pearl as well, but creates that illusion of a very, very different kind of a style of a gatefold.
It's like an interlocking gatefold.
Yes, that's a good word, interlocking gatefold. That's the one, Leann.
Ooh-wee. I feel like I need a ding. I love that, Debbie. I would never have thought of doing that. It's the first time I've seen it done. I think it was gorgeous. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now then, Centura Pearl. Debbie, we've seen Debbie using all of the Centura Pearl there, and we have got a fabulous deal on it for you. So we're going to talk about that now. I've raided Tracy's packets because I like to show you how fabulous the Centura Pearl is. And I think you'll agree, look at the sheen and the shine you're getting on that Centura Pearl cardstock. 80 sheets you're getting in this bundle for $21.60 or $37.60 your platinum price. And you're getting all of the different colours. 310 GSM, which is a fabulous weight, great for boxes, card bases, die cutting, folding, scoring. White on the reverse, which is fabulous for when you're making your cards. And you're getting all of these colours. So you're getting that beautiful gold. You're getting your dark chocolate. You're getting your copper. That mint green that Debbie was using there. And we've got our lilac And here, I'm going to tell you the Shayna Douglas story in a minute. And the cherry we've got in there as well. Green gold, which I said was mink earlier, it's not. I thought the light was catching it funny, and I thought it was one of my favourite minks. But actually, if you like favourite mink and you haven't got it, the green gold, beautiful. And then the turquoise. So you're getting all of those colours in there. 80 sheets of Centura Pearl, great saving, 15% saving for you. 21.60, 37.60, your platinum price. Back in the day, I was sharing a room with Sheena. We were at a craft show. We used to share bedrooms, a lot of us when we went, because there was loads of us. And actually, me and Sheena didn't mind sharing. We loved sharing because we used to have a laugh. Anyway, we'd gone to bed. So Sheena was in her bed, I was in mine. We were just going to sleep. And I thought, oh, I must tell Sheena that we've added a new colour to the Centura Pearl range because she loves it. So we're dozing off to sleep. I said, yeah, I forgot to tell you, Sheena, we've got some black pearl coming in. I tell you what, I mean, she's not a woman for fast movement like myself. I have never seen anybody shoot out of bed as quick and whack a bedside light on and shout in the manner of Jack Sparrow, black pearl, in the middle of the night in the travel lodge. She literally couldn't get back to sleep. She was so excited about the black Centura Pearl. Really? And I was like, get yourself to bed, woman, it's just some Centura Pearl. She was so excited, she frightened the life out of me. Anyway, there we go. She loves a bit of black pearl in her life, does our Sheena. Comments, let's do that for you. Annie on YouTube. I think there's Annie on YouTube. Annie, are you my Annie? And now I feel like I'm him. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Because my Peter's, the mother of my granddaughters is called Annie. So, but I don't think you are, because I think she might be swimming. But anyway. It might be my Annie, I don't know, I don't think it is. Lynn, my first wedding bridesmaids were lilac in 1972. Oh, send a picture, Lynn. Send us a picture, let's show it. Philip Watson on YouTube, it's just great to see a company from the north of England being as successful as Crafter's Companion. Well, thank you, Philip, that's really kind of you. Coletta says, my wedding was a bit gone with the windish. Well, weren't we all back in those days? Lacey Lays, I wore a hat with a veil. Oh my word, my bridesmaids were in light blue with hoop skirts. I was a bit theatrical in a fun way. Coletta, that sounds divine. That sounds like a bit of me, and we need a photograph of that, please, Coletta. I can't wait to see it. Now, while you're getting your wedding photos to send in for us, and in fact, your photos of all of your cards with your dies and frames, because don't forget, you can be made a winner today by getting those photographs in. We're going to choose the best 5, and the best 5 you'll vote tonight in Craft Vault, and that person will get a voucher. So please do send them in. Plus, I need to see your wedding photos. Not strictly entered into the competition, only frames entered into the competition. I'm just nosy that way. We've also got a 50% deal on these frames for you too. And I know, Debbie, you were beside yourself when these first came out, weren't you?
Absolutely love them. I again, nesting dies, but nesting dies with a twist.
Yeah.
Just a genius idea.
A bit different, yeah.
Inside, I just think, and the decorative panel on the inside, beautiful.
And can I just say, Debbie, if you thought they were great, wait until October. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm excited. It might be the month before October, actually. But anyway, it's coming this year. Hold on to your hats because it'll be on its way. However, this is a 50% saving for you. I love these. And for only £24 or $30.40, seriously, guys, you need to get these in your stash. Beautiful nested frames where the inverted die is on the inside of the frame, in where the aperture would be usually. The outside of your frame is beautifully square. And you've got these lovely designs like the scallop. You've also got the scallop in the rectangle. You've got the postage stamp, the zigzag in the square, and also in the circle, and in the oval, and then in the rectangle as well. Great to have those different shapes of rectangle, oval, circle, square with those designs, because it makes all of the different concepts achievable for you. And then my personal favourite, the loopy rectangle and square. Absolutely fabulous and very, very usable, and just a bit different to Debbie's point. Very good value for money, 50% saving. You've got some samples, Debbie.
Yeah, and also because it's got that outside the ability to cut a full frame out, but also to take the outside cutting edge die by splitting it into two, means you've got versatility then, which is what I absolutely love. So they're like a nesting die verging on a creator card die because there's so many things that you can do with them. And these are just a few of the examples. And before I get to show you my take on them, you can twist and turn them. You can use the waist if you want to use the waist. That has been created, those inner panels, with the waist to create that. And that is just absolutely
genius.
genius.
It's another 2 for 1, isn't it?
Honestly, this is what I love about them, and all your decorative features inside there with your pattern papers. Use your textured cardstocks. This is just a lovely, straightforward, open fold card, using it in a nesting way.
Now, do you know what I love about that, Debbie? That could be masculine, done with blacks and browns, bit of gild and wax, bit of navy blue. Nothing to say you have to do it in the pastel tones.
And then what about cutting your apertures?
Gorgeous.
I mean, I love that because you've got the ability to do that, but also then add that lovely frame inside there as well. So for me, lots of different ways that you can use them. And this is another lovely one, a gatefold one, but just using that die to create that cutout factor and meet in the middle. It's just, honestly, again, great concept. Great idea, great use for that use of nesting dies. And in mine, I'm going to keep it fairly simple. I'm going to use it as a nesting die, but create an easel card with these as well. And again, you've got the ability to do... I've chosen some textured cardstock that came with, now if I remember rightly, Say It With Flowers. Lovely. I was trying to remember then, top of my head, this is, I'm sure this is my Say It With Flowers one.
That paper is?
Yes, yes. And I think my linen... I'm pretty sure there's the pastel shades in the linen one as well. I'm pretty sure it all came from the Say It With Flowers, if I remember rightly. But again, I'm going to use that lovely stitched...
Gorgeous.
Oh, I just adore it.
Can I just say we've had confirmation that Annie on YouTube is not my Annie.
It's not your Annie?
No, not my Annie. So, Annie, thank you very much for your comments.
I love it. Could you imagine if she was?
If she was, yeah.
Now, I want, because time is of the essence and I've got another demo to get in as well, I am going to run one through, but show you again that ability. If you take that outside die, this is going to cut in. So you could actually just sit that into the centre and it cut out that lovely frame. So if you are thinking about your scrapbook pages, this will create that lovely feature. Gift boxes, pop some acetate behind the back of it as well. This is going to create so many different options for you. But of course, you've got then the frame part, which will cut out the full solid piece. So I'll just run this one through first, and then we're going to just show you the rest. Because I think once you've seen one die cut, I think you get to see and understand.
Yes, I agree with you, Debbie.
So I'm just going to run that through and show you. And again, just normal, I mean, I'm using my large plates today. It's unusual for me. I'm usually using my small plates, Leann, to be honest. In fact, Debbie's put them down somewhere. I can't remember what I've done with them, because I normally do, and only because it makes it a bit easier when I'm doing this angle with my small ones. Turn the machine on, Debbie. That would help. That's because I've got my arm laying onto the top of there. But yeah, I usually use the smaller ones because it's easier for me to feed.
Yes, I agree.
Rather than, and I do it a lot, all the time. I tend to use my small plates.
Me too.
In there, yeah. 9 times out of 10 at home. Depends on my card project, I think, and what I'm using.
I agree.
But yeah, where I know our Craig, he does his Gemini Junior, and he does, every time I see him craft, he's always got it out, bless him. But yes, absolutely beautiful die cut elements, this. And again, even though I've got that lovely frame cut out, and I'm just going to pop that onto the top, look how gorgeous that design is. It's even got stitch design all the way around. And then the waist, Leann, the waist. There's no such thing as waist with these die sets.
None at all.
Absolutely amazing. Honestly,
Lovely.
Just fabulous. Paper piecing, you could do a little bit of paper piecing with them as well. But yeah, don't waste anything because you're going to use these.
That could be a die in itself, right? A decorative die.
Absolutely. And you know, it's exactly what I've done with these. And then you've got another 3 different sets to create, so it just goes down in that nest, like you would normally expect with a nesting die, that it would go down in
Your
sizes.
scallops get smaller.
Yeah, just
proportionately smaller.
And I will show you, because I've cut all of mine out, so I'm going to bring in all my pieces. Let me just show I've got these right. In fact, I'm going to keep that purple piece of cardstock there so you can see these. Now, to cut out your solid piece, I've not even had to try and work it out because I've just used the outer frame die. So that's the outer frame die that this is then going to sit into and sit onto the top. like so. And I will stick all these down as I'm going. So I've not had to work that out. I can just literally now take my tape pen and go over.
Lovely.
And stick that down.
Terry Anderson says, another set of samples with love. Debbie loves it and we love her.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Terry.
And Mary Beth Doyle says, Debbie, that is awesome. Love the use of the stitch frames. I've screen photoed it, I think, screenshot it to make it next. Brenda says, I always chuckle when Debbie refers to herself in the third person. And You Expressions by Candy says, what dies did Debbie use to create that last trick puzzle type card? So that was, you know, the three interlocking ones. It was the stitched ones.
The stitched rectangle.
So, the stitched rectangle ones. I'm just going to quickly show you. Then if you want to go and get them, it's these ones. So these are the ones, and it was, in fact, this exact die that Debbie used. If you want to go, just as a reminder, but everybody, so many comments in the box about that magic card you did, Debbie. This is the set. There is the details on the screen for you. This die with the cross stitch is the one that Debbie used, and you're getting that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, all in the bundle for $39.20 or $45.60. Sorry for interrupting, Debbie.
No, it's fine, because all I'm doing is just sticking all my next sizes down, because this is all I'm doing with these, is I've just taken the contrasting colours from the lilac to the pink, and I thought it matched the paper beautifully, so that's why I used it all together. I've not had to do any fussy cutting whatsoever, because the frame, the outside frame, enables me then to pop that in there perfectly. So I've got through, and again, these could nest inside each other, which is what they're going to do in a second. And we're even going down to the smallest one. What I did do though was I had it cut out into a white piece and then used the waist. Do you know we talked about that at the beginning? That's the smallest piece, and I stamped onto it because that's going to sit in. So these are going to sit on top of each other. But I've also got some other pieces because again, this is going to be an easel card. So I'm going to bring this back in. I think if I remember rightly, 4.5 by 6, yeah, I did it. I did a 12 piece by, 4.5, scored it in the centre, popped myself a little panel, because that's where all these are going to sit. So if I start matting and layering these, and I did want to use a bit of white to give it a little bit of a contrast and a little bit of a frame, so I used our multi-purpose cardstock and just cut, because these are a nice size die again, but I wanted to frame it. And by framing it, I mean, add that little bit of white so it pops everything off that page. I'm just going to make sure I've got that on. Do you know when you see things, Leanne? It looks straight. Now I'm not so sure.
I think it's straight, Debbie.
Well, we'll get away with it. I think it'll be fine.
It's good from here.
So again, I'm just going to pop these on now. I am going to. Let's elevate it again. Let's pop some foam pads just onto the back. Oh, these are nice big ones.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah, Jake, I don't know where he's got these from, where he's pulled these out of the, because they're only small ones that I've got left in here. So it's nice to have these larger ones.
I think so. Sue Stutchbury on YouTube. Sue, we're going to show you. So Sue has asked, can I ask a daft question? Sue, there is never a daft question. Just a question that needs answering. How do you change the brush head on the brush die, please? After Debbie's finished this demo, when we have a look at some other things that we've got for you, I think Debbie might be kind enough to just whip a brush out and show you, Sue. Because we've got that good bundle on that today, haven't we, where we've got the die brush and the heads and the pokey tools on a deal for you. And then Kendall Serafian, how close did you put the outer die to the nesting die to tape them down with the same tape? I think we just nest them inside each other.
Nest them inside each other.
Nest them inside
they
each
fit
other.
perfectly inside each other.
It will do it for you. You don't have to worry about the distance.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now, on the inside piece, Leanne, I've used the same cardstock and the same frame. However, I'm then going to use the waist. So the waist parts, that aren't waist parts at all, you've got another set of nesting mats to mat and layer, to add a little bit of extra, something a bit different. You can coordinate them in the centres as well. So if I just show you, because I'm just going to put that onto me patterned cardstock. Like so.
Paper, beautiful.
But you could then go it. So I'm going to be using these now to sit in the centre. So these are all the smaller pieces that just sit in the centre. I was going to go in with a small one. Actually, come on. Yeah, we'll do it. Let's go in there. So again, I'm just going to use my tape pen. There we are. And then I'm going to put these in flats, with it being the bottom piece. And I'm just going to make sure I've got that nice and straight. But yeah, you could pop another piece of, you know, if you did a different colour cardstock, you could put that back inside. You don't
Almost
necessarily have to use a
paper
pattern
pieces
paper.
in,
Yeah, so you've got so many choices. That's what I absolutely love about these. They have got so many different choices in how you can get creative with. Love them. Absolutely love them. So I'm really excited about October now, Leanne. I think I might be able to quiz your brains, or pick your brains is the word, not quiz your brains.
Yeah, go for it.
Pick your brains later.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yes.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to pop that, and again, I'm just going to create that little bit of a, I call it a flopper stopper, Leanne. I don't know if you've ever heard me refer to this as a flopper stopper.
No.
Stop me easel from flopping over.
Oh.
Couldn't think of a word, and then it's got stuck. Because now I can't even think of the right word it used to be.
Just what it is on the tin, Debbie.
I just don't know, I can't remember what it used to be called. Still failing me now. But I'm going to come in now and frame that piece as well. So sit that into there. And then I'm going to add now just a bit of glue just onto the bottom part of my easel part, like so. And then attach that. And it matches the same size. So it's the 4.5 by 6.
Nice.
And pop that on, and now you can see it's created this lovely easel card. And then I'm just going to finish that off with, I've got to have a little butterfly or two. Oh, Debbie, don't rip your butterflies. Oh, well, I've tucked you underneath so you can't see that little rip. Told you, I'm a little bit heavy-handed, Leanne. I can't help myself, I'm just so heavy-handed. I don't know why I've done it again. Stop being heavy-handed, Debbie. Oh, seriously. Let me just pop a little bit just onto there. Oh, actually, I'm not heavy-handed. I've run out. It's run out. Happens to him every time I come in the building. Johnny will tell you, I come in every single time. I might put that on bottom. Yeah, let's have that float in there. So again, using the nesting dies to create a little easel card, but all the patterns on the inside there. And create a bit of dimension. I've only lifted a few of those panels up.
Yes.
So, but again, just showing you different ways that you can use your fabulous nesting dies, regardless which set you've gone for. You could adapt these into any of those sets that I've shown you today.
Love that, Debbie. Really innovative use of those inverted nesting dies. Thank you very much. Worked brilliantly with the papers. It's going to be hard to pick the demo of the show today, I think. Every single one of them's been gorgeous. Debbie's got one more to do, so she's going to get that ready. And I think she's going to grab our die tool so we can show Sue Stutchbury on YouTube how to change the die tool head. And then you'll know what you're doing and you can go get that bundle if you need it, Sue. So here's a couple of deals for you. There's the sequin dies. So these are for your shakers. We talked about them in Wake Up Call this morning. So these are panels of dies you put through with your special effect cards like your mirrors or your centuries, and you make all of your own sequins. 15.19 or 23.36 if you are a platinum member. Then we've got your foam pads and tape again. These are proven very popular. You're loving this deal. Really great saving. You've got 40 sheets of foam pads and 4 rolls of tape in there for £27.18 or £31.98, your platinum price, which is absolutely exceptional value for money. Definitely a consumable you need in your basket today. And don't forget, with all of these deals over your £10, $10, €10, you're getting your free packable shoppers as well. Here is the die tool deal that we've got for you, where you get your die tool, the release brush, your foam mat, 3 new brush heads and 2 pokey tools for £6.79 or £12.39. Are you having a giraffe, Johnny? 20% saving on that, absolutely brilliant and an essential. Look, tools normally $4.99 on its own, and look, when we've got deals like this on tools and consumables, stock up. It's the time to save money for yourself. You're going to need them at some point in the future. It's a consumable. Don't wait till it's not on offer. Get it when it's on offer. That's how I do my shopping. Now, Debbie, you're going to show us quickly how to change the head, yeah?
Yes, because it's a lot easier than it looks. And also, I will just say, Leanne always thinks of things that are out there, but give it a twist. Now, I have been known to buy a tool to brush like this before, didn't have the removable head. And then I had to keep buying the new tool over and over again. You don't have to. Once you've bought this tool, the only thing you're going to need are the replacement heads. So easy to do because they've got this lovely little, and you just simply grab hold of your brush and just take it out like so. That's it. And then you'll know when your bristles, because they always, do you like a worn toothbrush? Yeah. It's got like a worn look to it. This is fairly new, so this one's okay.
It goes a bit fluffy.
Yes.
Sorry, I sneezed, I beg your pardon.
It's okay.
It goes a
but
bit
you can
fluffy,
see
doesn't
now, yeah, and you're not having to go out. So previously I've had to go and buy the whole system again.
Yeah.
Not with Leann and the team, thinking about those extra things and the detail, the devil's in the detail all the time. And you simply get the wire, so you can see the two ends that you've got. You're going to pop one into one end and then you just pull it or prise it with your fingers and then just stick it in that hole, done and dusted, ready to go.
How easy is that?
Super easy, seconds.
Thank you, Debbie. I really appreciate that. And so will Sue Stutchbury on YouTube. Now, we're going to have one more demonstration without Debbie that we've got to squeeze in, and we're going to use these decorative nesting dies, which has a 65% saving on the bundle. Look at the price. $15.20 or $17.60 your platinum price. They're normally $12.99 each, which, you know, look at the deal that you've got. And you're getting all of these. You're going to get, I'm going to turn them so I can read the names, because I haven't got my glasses on. We've got Bronte. And again, it's when we want to show you filigree die cutting in the die cut machine, we tend to return to these frames because they've got such delicate detail on them. They're beautiful. So you've got your Bronte. That's a lovely rectangle, will work on your A6 and US quarter letter size. You've got your Argenta, which again will work on your A6 or US quarter letter size. We've got our Milan, which is great on our 5.5 by 5.5 square cards. Look at the detail in that. And then finally, you've got Amalfi, which is great for your 5 by 7 cards. A really good big die size with the most incredible fine detail all the way around them. All four for 15, 20, 17, 60, 65% saving, absolutely off the chart. Debbie, can you do us a speed demo? We're probably leaving the best to last.
I can. And because, you know, these really are a beautiful nesting die, but I want you to think of all the different things that you can do. And I think I've shown a fairly wide range of different things that you can do with them. We're going to take it into a gift box. And because it's so beautiful and filigree, there's... Oh, I love doing these star boxes. I don't like to just give the gift box that's just a bit plain bog standard. I love to give something with a bit of decoration, especially to the special people in your life. So I'm going to use Amalfi. Is that how you say it?
Amalfi.
Thank you. I never remember how to say it, but I'm not taking it into card making, I'm taking it into a gift box. And I'm going to just use, for this purpose, just this particular one at the moment. I've already die cut the other elements, but just to show you that gorgeous, intricate detail again. And I'm going to come in, I'll use my Gemini the way I should, that says in the booklet, where you are going to pop your magnetic shim. And I'm going to turn the die the other way around, and that holds it into place. So this time I'm not having to use any tape whatsoever. I'm just going to put that onto there and run that through my die cutting machine. Now I've switched to my smaller plates just for this particular one. Obviously, if you've got the larger plates, you can get more than one of those dies on that plate. So you could cut all three out in one failed swoop. But again, the devil in the detail, it's just absolutely, it's such a beautiful, beautiful die. I'm just going to take that out. Now, do you know, if you've not cut it for the first time through, and I can just see, just here, there's no harm in running that through again. No. Absolutely no. We always say one pass wonders, but there are some natures of some dies that just need that extra cut. What I could have done and what I should have done is put my metal shim in there, just to give it that extra detail, because there is so much fine detail in there. So let me just come back in. Now I have seen my little metal shim. Okay. Just bring that back in, and I'm just going to run that back through, just for that one final cut. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, that's why we include the metal shim in the box with the machine, because sometimes you just need that little bit extra oomph.
Yep. And it is a central pearl, 310 DSM, in the most delicate die cut, but beautiful and well worth it. It's well worth doing that and just adding that in, and I can see that's cut through there perfectly now. So again, you're just going to take your, and it's the same as, you know, as to be fair, you could use your dry cleaning brush as well over the top, but I just want to find that little release point. So I'm just going to poke a few through, and I can feel it. You always find one where you can feel that resist. And then when you're going in, and I'm just going to take my little pokey tool just under there, and then just, again, don't be like me. Do it gently. Take your time and remove the die, remove the paper, the cardstock from the die. Just take your time, and like I said, because this bit is solid, you've got all this filigree. The temptation would be to pull straight towards yourself, and that's when you'll end up getting some rips. And you don't want to do that.
When you've got a delicate die like that and your centre is hollow, it never resists like it does there, because what happens is it's not the fact that the die isn't cutting. Technical term for you here. The solid bit in the middle is almost like a vacuum seal. So when you put it through the machine, it's like a. So it sucks in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I do. So it's almost like a vacuum seal. So you're releasing that vacuum seal of the centrepiece of card is what's making the perimeter hang on.
Yes.
It's just law of physics. And then when you get that release, then it comes away easily.
Absolutely. And that's because of that solid nature, like you said in there.
Correct.
But look at that beautiful detail. Now,
gorgeous.
I know that that's cut through absolutely perfectly, but I've seen the time, Leanne.
Yes.
So I am going to...
crack on.
a bit of speed
Thanks,
crafting
Debbie.
just to show you, because I have cut multiples. Because I'm going to have it as a gift box, but with a gift box with an easel card on attached to the top. Woo. So I have gone all out for this. So I've cut myself loads of pieces. Little bit of prep time, obviously. You take your time with that. But again, all I've done with this is I actually had a little faux pas, so you've got an extra little line, but you'll forgive me. It'll be fine. Just one at the top and one in the centre to sit onto the top of said die. So I'm just going to use the filigree die because I'm going to create with a couple of the panels. I'm just going to sit that onto the top. And then it's now created this lovely little easel. And then I'm going to pop one on the top again to create the easel part of the card. I've done it all in Centura Pearl because, again, it's just got this lovely little classy look towards it. And I do love Centura Pearl. And because I'd done my first one this morning, I thought, I'm going to do one for this afternoon as well. For those people that might have missed this wake-up call this morning. And that's just going to sit now onto the top of each other. And you line that up and it creates that lovely easel feature. Lovely. And then I've got all my little panels that are going to sit into the centre as a nesting die would. However, it's going to have a little twist to this one. So again, what a great wedding box this would be, a little wedding gift.
Box. I mean, and if you want it to be very elaborate, you know how you do wedding favours?
Yes.
Lovely for a wedding favour. And talking of weddings, Debbie, Coletta has sent our wedding photograph in for us.
Has she?
And I have to tell you what she said.
What she said?
Coletta said, oh my goodness, I almost couldn't find my wedding album. I've sent them. Poor old pics have faded. So old, laugh out loud. Look at Coletta. We were married in 1985, had a blast reception party. We were all dancing on the tables. That sounds like a wedding party that I want to go to. So just leave that there. I'm coming round. I need a closer look because my glasses aren't good enough. I'm coming in, Coletta, for a look. Oh my God, your husband looks like Barry Gibb. Isn't he handsome? Oh my, you didn't tell us you'd married Barry Gibb, Coletta. They're beautiful photographs and very reminiscent of mine in 1992, actually. How beautiful. It's just lovely to reminisce, isn't it, Debbie?
I love, honestly. I'll have to dig one out of my own and show you, Leanne. Now, I've got my easel card ready and I've got this other piece cut, which you're probably thinking, why have you got two pieces cut there, Debbie? But there's a reason. So I've taken myself a little box and now this measures in, and I took two pieces of the same Centura Pearl. Actually went for the double-sided pearl for this one because it's going to be a gift box. And I measured this in at 8 inches by 6 and scored it at 2 inches all the way around. Now, you're probably thinking, why is one flap shorter than the other? When you cut in a deep dish box like this or on a smaller piece, I need to make sure it fits, so I've just trimmed it in. So that's why you'll see 2 smaller pieces on either side. That's my base, that's my lid. So I'm going to come into my base part and I'm going to, and I've used red liner tape.
Lovely.
And only because it's a double-sided pearlescent cardstock.
Yeah.
And it depends on the gift that I'm going to put in there. And I have got this in mind for someone, so I'm going to keep hold of it.
Yeah, good.
She says.
Terry Anderson's making a prediction.
Go on then.
Yeah, she thinks you're going to put a with love sentiment on it.
Did she see it? Did she see it?
Terry, you win, Terry. You win.
I did it slightly different though, Leanne. I wanted to create a bit of a mount board effect.
Yeah.
So I stuck 3 or 4 together to create a really nice solid with love.
Nice.
But you can see now I've got my little base, and you're probably thinking, oh, what's that for? Well, it's for this.
I'm
to
thinking,
sit
Debbie, what is that
onto.
for, Debbie?
It's going to sit on. We're going to go in for a very decorative box element. So I'm just going to pop my lids on, and then again I'm going to come in. And I'm just taking all off this. Did she say she'd married Barry Gibb?
So Coletta said, oh, Barry Gibb, but his friends and his friends thought he looked like Kevin Costner.
Oh.
Back in the day.
Oh.
I mean, look, we're not going to say no to either,
No.
Coletta, are we? Barry Gibb or Kevin Costner. We're okay with that. Whatever. He was very handsome.
Yes, yes, he was.
Beautiful.
Yes. So what I'm going to do now, Leanne, is I'm going to attach that to the base.
Yeah.
And then this is going to come onto the top. So it's going to be a really deep, delicate, but it's also going to be a card as well. So I've got my base. So I need to make sure I've got something, I'm going to say fairly strong to stick down. So you can't ask for anything stronger than a red liner tape. So I pop in that on. Oh, you can see I've been playing with me gilding flakes. Love my gilding flakes. Might be using some tomorrow. Yes, we're going to just attach that to the bottom.
Wanda says she loves these dies. She used the Deco one with the Roaring 20s collection last night. It was worked a treat. And she says, you and me, we look lovely today, Debbie.
Oh, that's very
you,
kind
Wanda.
of you. Thank you,
kind of
Wanda.
you.
That is kind of you. So again, just sitting that on there now. Then the box lid's going to go onto the top. I could have cut my box lid shorter so that the base would be a little bit shorter. However, that's now going to sit onto the top. So again, I'm just going to put a little bit of red liner just onto the top.
Lovely.
And just to finish this off. Now, I hope this masterclass has given you some ideas.
Debbie, I think you've excelled yourself today.
Oh, thank you.
And I think you've saved the best to last. I think you've outdone yourself with this box mind.
Bless you. Well,
Really?
I was going to just keep it as a decorative box, but then I thought, why not have a lovely card and a lovely little gift in there as well?
Absolutely glorious.
So absolutely, do that if you want to do that. But for right now, I'm just going to match that up and make sure I'm nice and even. So again, I do things by eye, Leanne. That's it. Absolutely fine. Sat down there. I'm going to use my butterfly because I'm going to put me with love. In fact, you know what? I'm not. I'm going to put me with love and act it as a little stopper.
Oh,
and I'm going to put I'm
classy.
going to put the butterfly onto the front. I'm going to change that up just slightly.
You know something blue for weddings? You know, if you're a mum and you're giving your daughter a something blue for the wedding, wouldn't it be lovely to gift it in that box?
Yeah. Absolutely, but doesn't it look lovely in the same colour?
Doesn't it?
And I say this a lot, but a lot of people are too scared to use white because they think it fades. It fades into. It doesn't.
No.
It looks absolutely incredible. It really, really does. And I could have used one of the little mats again just to stop that as a little stopper. But I think with love, because I've used it and used a few pieces. There we go. You've got now this gorgeous, beautiful,
Look at that.
decorative box.
Okay,
So
I
it's
don't
a
think we
lovely
need to
gift
bother
box.
doing demo of the show.
There's plenty to choose from, though, Leanne.
Well, but there's the interlocking gatefold card, there's the slimline one, there's the other one from before. I mean, if you thought I was over-egging the pudding when I said one of the most inspirational, experienced crafters I've ever met in my life when I said that on Craft Vault this morning. And she's been prepping, and she's been keeping us entertained, and she was poorly when she was prepping.
I was,
She's a
yeah.
legend in her own right. I think that is absolutely glorious, Debbie. So we're going to have a vote. So, Debbie, take us through what we're voting on, love.
So, this is where we started with our shaped easel using
And I thought you couldn't get any
intralace.
better than that.
Oh, bless you. So that was number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2 was using our slimline.
Lovely.
And again, in those lovely just a little pop of colour just behind the back to give that a lovely feature. So that's number 2. Number 3 was our trick of the eye card. So our trick of the eye card literally using those nesting frames that just sit inside each other on that gatefold. So that's number 3. Number 4 is our fabulous, gorgeous inverted nesting dies. So that's number 4. And then number 5, using the beautiful decorative dies there, but just in a different way. So yes, they're still nesting. You can see all that in that gorgeous card. Just absolutely beautiful, but a nice little gift box, because you can create your own like different styles. It's just thinking outside the box. Yes, it would make a beautiful card, but it literally can take it into a whole new level as well. So that's number 5. So 5.
Right, Rachel, social media superstar Rachel, can you vote number 5 for me, please? Johnny? Johnny's going into lock and gatefold. Is that number 3?
That was number 3, yeah.
3 for Johnny. Jamie? 3 for Jamie. Charlotte? 3 for Charlotte. I'm on my own here.
No.
That's because they know you want to take it home.
I'll be honest, when I was making it, I did fall in love with it. I lined all my, with things up together, and I'm going to vote number 5 as well.
Number 5 for Debbie as well, Rachel. Okay, let's see. 5 or 3? We're going to recap all the deals, and then we're going to find out the winner for you. So first set of nesting dies that you've got here are these fabulous ones with your 65% saving. They're the ones we've just been looking at. They're your deal for today. And you can see you've got your 4-piece collection, 12 dies in total, 15.20 or 17.60. We've got our stitched inverted nesting dies. That's a half price deal for you. You've got £24 or 30.40, your platinum price there. And then we've got our slipline advanced nesting dies, 3 sets there for you, 15.20 or 23.20, your platinum price, 9 dies in there, 3-piece sets. And then we've got our stitched dies next for you, where you've got all of those fabulous elements in there. That's where you've got your frames in there, and you've got a 5-piece collection, 15 dies in total, 39.20, 45.60, also an exceptional saving. The Christmas nesting dies that we brought for you, which in fact are not really Christmas, only 2 of them are, 4 of them are all year round. You're going to be able to get those for £44 or 50.40, your platinum price, 24 dies in total in that collection. And then the half price deal we've got here on our interlace dies is this set here, 6 sets, 24 dies in total, 35.98 or 40.68 your platinum price. I think you'll agree, exceptional deals on all of those nesting dies and frames. Keep sending in your photographs for us, because we're going to make somebody a winner. We're independent adjudicators. We've had to draft in more people. You've sent that many, rifling through all the photos so we can pick the best ones for Craft Vault, and we'll pick a winner. You will pick a winner, in fact, in that show, and somebody will win a voucher. Thank you for that. Remember, every order today, you're going to be getting your free packable totes in there. Every order over £10, $10, €10, while stocks last before they run out. They're definitely would run out in Craft Vault, I think, because we've got some amazing deals for you. So think about that if you want to get it. And of course, if you're in the market for budgie bags, that deal runs out at midnight. You've got all 8 of those budgie bags in there. It's been a glorious show. We need to, Craft Vault coming up in 2 hours, Debbie. I'm looking forward to it. We'll have a cup of tea. Right. Really? One thing. So you're getting at least one thing free in the Craft Vault, but some of them, each deal, some of them is 2, 3 and 4 things free. You need to tune in, you're going to get all of the deals. Lynn Price's, what a superb finale. Love this box.
Oh, thank you.
Anne Kalanuska says we can't vote for that one, Debbie wants to keep it. Okay, Anne, but I'm afraid the public has spoken. Number 5.
Do you know, it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. And I would say, you know, these really are fabulous. Everyone, I've said it before and I'll say it again, everyone should have some nesting dies in their crafty stash. Decorative nesting dies, absolutely a must. And I think I've shown you there lots of different styles of cards that you can create from what we would consider just to simply just nest on top of each other. That's why we do these classes, why we do these master classes, is to show you a variety. I've taken you on a bit of a journey. and taking you to show you just how versatile a nesting die is, and especially a decorative nesting die, because all of these are fabulous in their own right. They're absolutely beautiful. So thank you. I've had a blast. I've enjoyed it. I really have. I'm ready to do it all over again, Leann.
Yes, I know, I can't wait. In Craftfault. Thank you, Debbie. It was an absolutely gorgeous 2 hours with you. I always enjoy it. And I think we've really, you have inspired everybody at home to get their nesting dies out. We will see you in 2 hours with our Craftfault with some, quite frankly, ridiculous deals. And we'll bring all the fun. We might bring Barry Gibb back, you never know. Or we might bring a bit of Kenny Rogers back. Who knows who's going to appear in the Craftfault? I know, me and Debbie will be here, Johnny will be here, Jamie will be here, Charlotte will be here, and Jake will be here. And hopefully, Rachel will be here. Hopefully you will too. See you then.